What's good? It's Tommy Touge. We're back on the Liberty. So last time you saw me I was tearing the interior apart, and I'm going to continue to do so because I'd like to get the interior finished and then finish the underneath and the outside. So this is where we left off, ready to go. Now I'm going to take the steering wheel out first, and then I'm going to recommend you use the rattle gun for that because it'll make things easier. Here's one I prepped earlier. Shout out to Milwaukee for making sick tools. And then we're just going to keep working through tearing out the dash, get to the heater box, start disconnecting all this stuff for the brakes and stuff, and deal with all that. But yeah, give me a sec and I'll check all the socket fits and we'll get going. Set the lefty loosey, and bam. That is the easiest way to deal with the steering wheel. With any luck, it should hopefully just pop out, but honestly I'm not too sure. Never played with the Subarus before. But it's got to wriggle out somehow, guys. So didn't quite come out how I thought it would, but so even on a good rock, it's not coming out. That's quite solidly still in there, so something's attached. What that is, I'm not sure. Some plugs underneath. Start by taking them out, I guess. Yeah, but I don't really see how that's going to help me, but you know what? Plug, plug. Undone's undone. Looking at it, what it might be is the backing plate, maybe still attached. So I may have to loosen this other indicator module. Not 100% sure, but now it's unplugged. It's one less thing to deal with. So we're just figuring it out, I guess. But I don't really see why it wouldn't come off. There you go. Ah, it's just tight. So apparently you just got to wrench on it a bit more and the right angle. So there's one part. So I went a bit ham and I undid the steering column. Now that I've unplugged it, it obviously goes loose. So there should be one bolt, hopefully. Yes, one bolt on the joints holding that from the steering rack. So if I undo this bolt here, we should have that undone. Alright, so we got a 12mm on it. We're hoping that it'll crack. And then that will slide out of the bay. So two birds, one stone. I get to finish up inside, hopefully, with a bit of luck, and yeah, that's loose. I'll get that out, and then hopefully it should just slide straight out of that joint. We're going to leave that one in the joint. Hopefully bit of yanking, maybe. Yes, yanking. Might need a bit of easing through. So it's definitely starting to come out. Maybe bit of tapping. No. started sliding out the joint though. I should start getting it out of the joint, which is nice. But yeah, apparently it's not going anywhere. Apparently the brake master cylinder is holding in this plastic ring, which needs to slide up to come out. So maybe a bit of wriggling might come through, but doubting it. Oh, look, it's definitely moved. That's definitely tightened back up on me. Get that loose. That should pull out. So with a bit of wriggling, you can actually get it out without taking the brake master out. We've proved that, that's achievable. We'll put that down there in a pile of crap. Pedalception. Alright, so this fuse box, we've got to get this out because it's just in the way. It's just making a mess of wires and things. So let's start with this plug here. There's one, as you can see, there are just wires and plugs everywhere. So this front plug, that can come out. Now, I have undone the whole lot, unfortunately. I kind of played myself a bit and went and undid everything. So I was hoping that it should just all slot out of these holders, and with a couple of squeezes of the top clips, the top screwed in piece of wiring loom's disconnected, which has given me a lot of room to play. I will need to get rid of that at some point to disconnect it. So here goes nothing. That plug out. That plug can come out. This plug can wriggle out, hopefully. Now this is just to get rid of something else out of here to simplify it, because I'd like to get the bar out today, the dash mount bar, if I can get the Torx bits and the security bits and get that airbag control module, which is in the center, out. Alright, so I went a bit ham and kept undoing the wiring loom. So the wiring loom is currently quite a mess. So this probably come out of here and we'll have an airbag wiring loom removed. Throw that in the pile. There's a heater loom that I removed, the pile. So we obviously have this loom here, which is the main body harness. It's all still in here, which we'll deal with after, and remove the last few plugs from in there. But first we should have about 10 bolts. I should be able to get that out, this support bar. So we're going to give that a red hot go first, because I'd rather have the support bar out today. Alright, so we're going to be a naughty boy, because my 12mm has disappeared a long time ago. I'm going to undo the two sides first, 3 or 4 bolts or nuts aside, and then I'm going to do the middle two, and it should fall out. So it's just a matter of pulling hard on it, and sliding the bracket out. There's the back bracket. Okay, so the heater core is still attached. I probably should disconnect that first. That will make life a little bit easier. That's probably what's holding this side in, which is a minor oversight. Didn't see that bolt there, but it happens. soldering it. So yeah, slide that out. That's a nice piece of steel. That's it for today. We've made good progress. Well, it looks like I've done nothing. But yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more content, and have a good night.